G'day everyone, Mitch Williams here for HFNL Media. Round 5 is in the books after a ripper day, and the game of the round sure went down to the wire, and I look forward to recapping the weekend. First up in footy, the Hampton League Live match of the day came down to the wire, with Koroit coming away the victors by a tight 4 points, winning the annual Cassign Cup game. Koroit's Tom Couch started the game hot to get the Saints up and running. He ended up on 5 for the day, being a key player for the Saints.
No, it was good to be back. It's a lot of fun. Sort of missed the camaraderie that comes with, playing footy, and such a young group, and it's a little different to when I was here 4 years ago. That expectation is, to win and, the premiership and whatever, and that's obviously the goal this year too, but it's pretty exciting with the, with the boys coming through, the under-18s, and it's good to be back.
Koroit had a 4-goal lead at quarter time, but Warrnambool managed to claw their way back into it, making for a tight contest for the rest of the game. Paddy O'Sullivan was Koroit's best player, and he credited the back line for being strong and the young core they have.
Yeah, absolutely. Dallas Mooney, Tom Walsh, they're good every week. Credit to them. No, we are. That's what we are. Heap of young lads, and it's a good season. Love playing with them all.
Chris Gillen was in attendance for the Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Warrnambool game and was very happy with the turnout.
Yeah, it's a great turnout. It was a silent bit of match, which is always good too. Gets the message out there.
Over to Gardens Oval now, and Port Fairy made a late surge in the fourth quarter, but ran out of time, falling short by 11 points to the undefeated Terang Mortlake. The powerhouse forwards were on show for this game, with Port Fairy's Jason Rowan kicking 6 majors for the Seagulls, while Will Kane continued his form with another 4 to help the Bloods clinch the victory. In Hamilton at Melville Oval, the Roosters continued their dominant form with a 65-point win over the Kangaroos. Hamilton were looking for their first win of the year, but the undefeated South Warrnambool was having none of that. The weather certainly suited the big forwards this week, as South Warrnambool Sam Kelly booted 6 snags to elevate him to the top of the goal kicking leaderboard, and Jack Dye slotted 3 to help with the win, while Hamilton's Darcy Russell and Zach Burgess managed 3 each. Heading down the road from Hamilton, the Portland Tigers hosted the North Warrnambool Eagles. The Eagles kicked out to a 39-point lead at quarter time, but the Tigers were able to stem the bleeding, but weren't able to get in front, with the Eagles running away 19-point winners. Nathan Vardy got the Eagles going early with 4 goals in the first quarter, while Chopper Lewis chipped in with 3. Portland's Jackson Dunlop was the only multiple goal scorer with 2 for Portland. Into the final game, we saw Cobden host Camperdown under lights at the Cobden Rec Reserve, and the Magpies managed to upset the home team by 36 points as they continue their form. Hamish Sinnott continues his goal-kicking form after snagging another 4, while Sam Gordon also continues his goal-kicking efforts with another 3. Over to the netball now, and Cobden were too strong for Camperdown, coming away as 54-goal victors, continuing their unbeaten form. South Warrnambool were too strong for Hamilton, continuing their unbeaten season and handing Hamilton their first loss of the year. The Roosters ran away with a 23-goal win. And back at Gardens Oval, and the Bloods were too strong for the Seagulls, managing a 40-goal win over the home side. This win elevates Terang Mortlake to 4th on the ladder. And North Warrnambool were too strong for Portland at Hanlon Park. The Eagles managed to top the home side by 11 points. And back to the Reed Oval for the Cassign Cup, where Koroit made it 2 from 2 on the day as the netballers beat the Blues by 11 points. And that's all from me today. Hopefully the weather can be just as good this weekend, and I look forward to reviewing round 6 on Friday.